Hi you guys, it's Meredith Duxbury here, and I'm here with
Ariel.
And he's going to be doing up my makeup today using my new Morphe X Meredith Duxbury collection. I am so excited.
And my brushes! My signature collection brushes. I'm obsessed. I can't wait to use them on you.
We're going to have so much fun, you guys. I can't wait.
Well, this is fun.
Okay, what are we doing today for our glam?
I really want to do something like neutral. I'm looking at your palette. It's really exciting. I think we're gonna go in like this world over here. Maybe even like these like warm little tones.
I love Ariel's neutral soft glam, so I think that's the vibe we want today.
Yeah, we're gonna do like signature makeup by Ariel soft baby doll glam.
Yeah, I feel like the campaign images were so bright and bold, so I'm excited to try like a different look out, like a softer glam.
Yeah.
Because I want people to see there's many sides to the collection and the palette. It's not just bold, colorful, it's neutral, soft too.
I'm also excited to do your makeup without fucking drenching your face in foundation. Okay?
There's another side to me. We're doing the natural glam today. I'm excited
I want you to do my makeup the way that
you
you do it one day.
Have you tried the foam primer yet?
I haven't, and I'm
Smells
so
delicious.
excited to prep your skin with this. We've already prepped our skin with moisturizer and made sure her skin's super hydrated and glowy. As you can see, she looks like she drank a gallon of water.
I literally feel like I'm dripping and I love it. Smells like vanilla.
Wait, let's smell it. Let's give it a go. It does smell really, ooh.
Really hydrating.
That is interesting. I've
Yeah.
never seen anything like this.
It feels like a little mix between like
Guys, that is like the
skincare.
most glowy. Actually, where's the camera? Whoa.
No,
Okay.
it's so good. It feels like it turns into a serum almost.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. It almost
Yeah.
feels serumy.
Yeah.
How do you normally apply this?
The Meredith Duxbury way.
You just all over the face? Meredith? I cannot. Okay, today we're not doing that.
We're doing it Ariel's way today.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand because this is what I would do with my clients.
Your brushes actually are super soft, so I feel like I wanna feel it with a brush.
So we will use my foundation brush. This is my A24 brush. And
Oh my god, this is like the most satisfying feeling
it's
ever.
almost like, wow.
You guys need to get this brush with the primer and put it on your face.
Wait, guys,
Really.
but honestly, like the way that it just like glides on, it's like butter.
No, it really is. It's like a serum.
Wow. I feel like someone who's maybe has dry, I think anyone can use this, but somebody with really dry skin, I feel like this would be super beneficial to like hydrate the skin even more
Yeah.
after moisturizer.
And I have super dry skin. It feels really good.
I get why she pours it on, but
Yeah.
like, cause who wouldn't want this all over their face?
It feels so good, you guys.
But the brush is really doing the job as well. All right, so we're gonna do a little micro brow action off camera. I take so long doing brows. I'm gonna spare you the time. I'm gonna be using my A25 brush with a little bit of concealer to prep her eyelids.
I feel like you're so gentle.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm usually...
Using a translucent powder and my A14 brush, I'm gonna go ahead and set the eyelid with some translucent powder just to prevent any creasing and to allow like a really smooth base for my shadows. The reason that I set the eyebrows is because I need my eyebrows to stay in place, and because we've applied so much skincare and obviously with the serum like primer, like I want to make sure that everything stays put and the brows are not slipping and sliding. By mistake, you touch your eyebrow, it's not going to come off because it's set in place. We're going to do some eyeshadow work.
Wait, feel it.
Ooh, oh my god, it's like water
Yeah.
droplets. That's
So
so,
it's like
cool.
New York City rooftop pool vibes inspired. I wanted texture to my palette. I wanted it to feel like, I don't know, unique, different.
I'm going to go in with the shade Bizu Bizu.
Is that such a cute name?
So cute. I'm using my A11 brush. It is like my classic fluffy blending brush to just give the eye a nice wash of this, like, I would say it's like a nice warm, cool tone brown. It's like in the middle.
What's your #1 tip for a soft glam makeup look?
Everything should be as diffused and blended as possible. I feel like there's never enough blending.
Yeah.
And also choosing one thing to be the main focus of your glam, whether it's the lips or whether it's going to be the like small details.
Right.
What is one of your first memories of makeup?
I used to go into my mother's makeup when they were not home, or like my sister used to take care of me majority of the time because my mom worked like 3 jobs. And I would go into her bathroom and I would just like, I wouldn't put it on me because I was too scared that they would catch me. So I would go into her bathroom and like
You just, like,
put it
swatch
all
it?
over my body and like pretend that I was putting it on. Like that's like my first memory, I feel like.
Mine was very fitting to like
How you do makeup
how I
today?
do makeup today. I had this like mousse makeup and it was way too orange. And I remember my mom took it from me and she would hide it, but she would put it on like the top vanity and I would pull over a chair and I would find it and I would just always keep using it and finding my way back to it. She would get so annoyed and she took me to Sephora one day to get my makeup done and I was like, I hate it. Like I like the way I do it the best. And I don't know, I've learned so much
And
since
then the
then.
Meredith technique came about.
Exactly.
What surprised you guys about the collaboration process and creating the line?
For me, I didn't realize how much creative freedom I would have, and I thought it was so amazing that Morphe really gave me the ability to create whatever I wanted. And it kind of stumped me because they were like, whatever you want, like just tell us like how you want the packaging to look, like everything. And one thing that also surprised me is when I said I wanted the mirror inside the 35 pan, I didn't realize like how expensive it was to put mirrors inside of palettes that are so big too. Like the 35 pan is a big palette. And I was like, I need a mirror in there because I'm always like having a brush in one hand and my palette in the other. And I just don't have room to hold a mirror too. So it was a lot of like going back and forth and figuring out how we can fit the mirror in there. But that was definitely a surprise to me.
I am forever grateful to Morphe and the whole team because I am a very opinionated person. And if you know me, you know that I change my mind a lot and I come up with ideas and then the next day I'm just like, no, it could be better. The entire Morphe team was so lenient with being open to making sure that my vision came to life. And they're very much like a brand for the people, for the artists, for the people. And I felt very included and I felt, like you said, like anything was possible.
Right. There are no restrictions.
For me, I tailored every single hair on these brushes. I cut my own brushes. I drew some of them out. And Morphe was so good at making sure that my vision came to life. And I think that that's like the best part. You guys are very like good team players. So using my A20 brush, I'm gonna dip into ganache, get some chocolate in here. What's your favorite shade in your palette that you created?
Brandon, the blue color. I think it's so...
Oh, over here.
Yeah.
Ooh, gorge.
I love a blue eyeshadow on my eyes. I think it just looks so pretty.
That's so interesting because your eyes are blue, so I would think you would
Yeah.
want more like an orange.
I
but
know.
That's amazing.
I love how it looks on camera too with the blue. And it's named after my boyfriend. So,
That's so sweet.
yeah. And my dog Crumpet, he's named after
I
one of
love
the
how
white shades.
you personalize this collection and it feels so like it's so personalized to you.
Exactly. Like I wanted a piece of me in the collection. Like a shade is named after my last name too. And I think it's important to show your followers more about you too.
Yeah.
And I wanted to put my personality and everything into the palette. Like one of the shade names is named Scrunchies for my nose scrunchies. So I just added like little fun things in there to show more about my personality.
I love that. So I'm putting this more like in the outer V of the eye. It is a really pretty, I would say more of like a cool tone brown. It's not very, very cool tone, but it has a little bit of warmth in it. It's the right amount of everything. It's gorgeous. I'm obsessed. Putting it in the outer corner just to deepen a little bit and create a little bit of shape. Like I said, with any soft glam look, you're gonna blend your life away. You first apply the product where you need it to be the most, like the focus of it, and then you go ahead and blend as much as possible because you really want your edges to be super diffused and not know where it starts or where it ends.
When you're getting ready to film or go on a shoot, what is your creative process?
I'd say my creative process for my looks when I'm doing TikTok, I don't really have any crazy process. I usually sit down and do my base. And then I use my palette as my inspiration. That's why I wanted such a fun palette, because I want something that inspires me. And when I look at this palette, it just, I don't know, I feel like there's endless opportunities of looks to create. So it's just kind of what mood I'm in that day, whether I want to do more of a softer neutral look or I'm in like a really, I don't know, creative mood and I want to do like a full blue look. So I never like sit in my chair and plan out my looks. I just look at my palette and choose whatever I'm feeling with that day.
For me, when I go on set, I feel like it's usually a collaborative team effort. A lot of times I will get asked, kind of based around obviously the theme of the shoot or whatever we're doing, just what I suggest, but there's usually like inspo ready, and then I'll just bounce off ideas with my client and the hairstylist, and we all come up together with a collective look that makes sense. I'm gonna use a little bit of Bloody Mary. It's like a rustic orange. And I'm gonna pop that into the outer V and just kind of further deepen, but also add warmth to the eye to really make the blue in her eye pop. I'm gonna mix a little bit of Park Ave and Bloody Mary just to warm it up a little. And I'm gonna be taking my A18 brush and I'm gonna carve out the crease a little bit just to create a little bit of shape and definition around the crease. And then we're gonna blend it out with a fluffy brush.
You're so gentle.
Does it feel like I'm doing anything? No. Isn't that interesting?
And then I look in the camera and I'm like, wow. He's like this the whole time. And then I look and I'm like, how did that get on my face?
I'm gonna use my A29 brush and I'm gonna dip into Park Ave alone. And we're gonna softly blend that out. I'm gonna use the shade Espresso Martini and my A16 brush. And I'm just gonna like bring this color at the base of her lash line. I don't wanna do a liner because I feel like sometimes liner can take things really, really glam. But we are gonna pull her eye to create a little bit more shape. Because your career is relatively fresh and new, what do you feel is your input for this new generation on how to become an influencer, a makeup artist, a beauty lover, whatever it is?
I wouldn't say go into it thinking, you know, you want to go viral or you want to be an influencer. I'd say follow your passion because that's where you're going to get the furthest. Like, stay true to yourself and just follow your passion.
I could agree with Meredith. I feel like self-expression is really important and being really true to loving your art is really important. I think walking into it with the idea of like becoming the best or the biggest is really a mistake because then your intentions are all wrong and people can read straight through it.
I feel like when you get on TikTok and you have a video that goes viral, you want to keep seeing those results because you're proud of your work and you're proud of that, but that can't be the main goal and focus when you start. It's okay to be like, okay, I'm going to create a sick look because I'm getting these viral videos and I think this will be a really cool look, but you can't start the career having a mindset of, I need to be famous. I need to, everything needs to go viral. That's what I'm saying, in the
sense that like, have the intent in your head that you're gonna make it no matter what, because that push is gonna get you there. But don't make every intent of your video to go viral. Just do it because you want to create great content and that makes you happy, you know? I'm using my A29 brush to apply a little bit of Espresso Martini mixed with Bloody Mary just to create a little bit of warmth and definition under the eye. If you can see, it's like already shaped and pulled her eye without us even having to use a liner. It also creates a lot of warmth around the blue of her eye, so her eyes look a little bit more vibrant. We're just like sculpting the eye. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of foundation and my A24 brush and just kind of lay out the base of her foundation.
Okay, wait, I'm taking these off for you.
Thank you.
Because I know how much it sucks putting on foundation with earrings.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna go ahead and do my first layer of like highlighting. It's not necessarily concealing just yet.
I'd say patience, because I have the smallest amount of patience in the world. And when I first started doing makeup, it was really difficult because if an eyelash wouldn't stay on, or the glue dried too fast, or something happened, I would get so frustrated and it would just ruin the look, and I hated it, and I just ripped the eyelashes off. And I've learned to have patience. Not everything is going to be perfect, and that's okay. Not everything is going to turn out exactly how you want, and that's why I don't plan my looks. Because if I sit down and I'm like, okay, I'm doing this smoked out, whatever, and it doesn't turn out how I envision it in my head, I'm going to be upset. It's just frustrating. So I think patience is like the number one thing to have with yourself.
I'm going to use the best sponge ever created. And I'm not saying that because I did it.
No, it really is.
So if you guys see this, with very little effort, I can almost touch my fingers. That's what you want to feel in a good sponge, because you want it to kind of work as an extension of your hand. Using my A58 brush, I'm applying the cream contour, something to just kind of give me warmth and definition to the face. I'm going to dip into skinny dipping and Please Me from her 9-pan palette. That is a tongue twister. I'm gonna apply a little bit of this to the very top of her forehead where like you would get a little sunburnt. I just feel like it ties in my blush application. It's not a lot where you could see it. It's just enough where the undertone is there. I'm gonna go ahead with my actual concealer to cover up her under eyes a little bit more and just kind of melt the eyeshadow and the concealer together. I'm gonna go ahead and set her under eye using a powder puff and some translucent powder. It's crazy what powder does to the face.
It's insane. It really lifts the face too. Like the eyes just...
Totally. I'm gonna use my A21 brush and some translucent powder, and I will set the perimeters of the face. I'm using one that's a little bit more skin tone like, so that we don't lose the definition that we've already applied onto the skin. I'm gonna dip into Double Dip.
This is my favorite shade out of this palette. It's so good as like a highlight, or if you want to pop it on the inner corner of your eye too.
But I'm gonna like be a little crazy. Oh,
okay.
Oops.
Ooh, that's pretty.
We are gonna apply right on the tops of, ooh, hi. Highlight. That is a beautiful highlight. And I don't really like highlighters like that, to be honest.
But this one looks wet.
It does. The more that I go over it, like
the more you blend,
it becomes more wet looking. I'm gonna use my A7 brush and dip into the lightest parts of Double Dip. And at the very tip of her nose, I'm gonna press it into the brush. At the very tip of the nose, I'm gonna just mark a little dot to really lift the tip. Give a nice little beaming highlight. And then down the center of the nose. I'm gonna put some in the tear duct of the eye. Look at that. Hi. You can't see what you do. Let me turn there, you can. Boom. She's glowing. Okay, now we're gonna seal the brows in place. So I'm gonna use the brow sculpt. I'm gonna take a little bit out and place it on the back of my hand. And I'm gonna use the spoolie and really saturate the spoolie with it so that there's an even application. So then I'm gonna take the flat end of the brush and kind of like lay them. So we've already done her lashes and mascara. I'm now putting her lip liner called So Matte. I'm gonna use a little bit more of a peachy pink center, super nude still, to keep like the lip looking really flushed and pretty. And then we're gonna apply her gloss right over it. I'm gonna use the lip glaze from the Meredith collection with Morphe.
You guys know me for my iconic nude lips, and I feel like I always have a really glossy, juicy lip, so I wanted to create this for you guys so you could recreate. Also, the gloss smells like cupcakes.
I can smell it from here.
Yeah, it's so good.
Ready, I'm gonna apply it in the center just to give a little bounce of a gloss. Ooh. Yeah.
So good.
So let's finish up my gorgeous look with a little bit of Morphe's Continuous Prep Mist. Let's just set the face. Voila. Hi, gorgeous.
I'm obsessed. That smells so good too. Wow.
Oh, it does smell good. So
This
good.
was insane. Like, if I could have like a perfect makeup look, this would be it. Like, honestly, like this could be my wedding makeup.
That makes me so happy. Thank you so much
You're the best
for being here.
You guys, look at this. I'm obsessed.
Thank you for coming all the way from New York to film this.
Oh my god, of course. Anything for you. You guys, check out both of our collections. The brushes go perfectly with my collection. It's just, like I said, a match made in heaven. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little glam session. And yeah, we love you guys.
Love you
Hugs
guys.
and kisses.